To tell you the best niches in affiliate marketing for beginners and help you choose the right niche for you. Hi everyone, it's Kevin from Solopreneur, and this is my third video in my affiliate marketing beginner series where I'm helping you create a successful affiliate marketing business step by step in 2021. Now, if you haven't seen the first two videos in the series, I encourage you to check the description down below to get access to those, as well as all of the other videos in this series. Now, I'm publishing these videos back to back, so if they're not available quite yet, just check back in a couple of days and they should be there. You can also subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell to be notified when they are available. So we've already talked about what affiliate marketing is, the pros, the cons, and the right way to do this from a strategic perspective. And so now what we need to do is choose a niche. And really what a niche is sort of like a topic within an industry. So for example, fitness is an industry, but your niche within that industry could be weight loss. But how exactly do you choose the right niche, a profitable niche for you? Well, let's jump right into that. So more than likely, you've already come across this topic and you've seen a bunch of people telling you, hey, listen, these are the only niches you should do. These are the best ones. If you don't do these ones, you're not going to succeed. And I can tell you right now, that is complete garbage. The most important criteria of being an affiliate marketer is to be a trusted advisor. That is your only role. Your job is to help people either achieve their goals or solve their problems. So you're either creating a benefit for them or helping them relieve a pain. That's it, right? All products and services come down to two things, either pain relievers or gain creators. That is what you're helping people do. And in order to do that and to be seen as this trusted advisor, you have to have credibility. And how do you have credibility? One, it's passion and interest. If you're not passionate and interested in the topic, people are going to see that and you're just going to come across as disingenuous and flat. Also, if you don't have interest in a specific area, there's a high likelihood you don't have any skills in that area either. If you don't know anything about fitness, you've never worked in the fitness industry or anything of that kind, well, you probably shouldn't try and push fitness products because you don't know what you're talking about and there's too many things to learn. So suffice to say, the most important thing in choosing a niche is to pick something you're interested in and you have skills in. That's what's going to shorten your learning curve the most, and also it's your fastest path to profitability because you already are starting with some knowledge. You're not starting from a zero state. And finally, I'll say, even if you pick a niche that's super profitable, but you absolutely hate or you have zero interest in, you're just never going to work as hard as someone who's genuinely interested in that subject. Willpower is limited, and if you're not having fun, then all you've created is a job that you hate and that you're a prisoner of. And believe me, I've been there. You don't want to do this. So what I encourage you to do, whether you want to pause this video or do it after the video, is just sit down and think to yourself, what am I qualified to do and what are my interests? And if you're actually interested in something you're qualified to do, then you already have a leg up. So for example, I've been a serial entrepreneur and a digital marketer for over 10 years. And that is why the topics I teach are specifically pertaining to that, online entrepreneurship and digital marketing, because I can talk from experience and industry and come across as someone who knows what they're talking about and is actually being genuine. Now, if you're sitting there and you're like, man, I'm not good at anything, that's fine. Just think about your interests. And one thing I learned recently is you only have to be one step ahead of the next person. If you are on step B, you can still help people who are on step A. Sure, you might not be on step D or E yet, but that's okay because the person at step A would love to be where you are at step B. So I'm not saying that you have to be the seasoned professional in your chosen industry and niche. I'm just saying it would be great if you start with something. So once you've chosen your industry, the next thing you want to do is niche down. What you don't want to do is choose a huge industry and try and compete at the general level. For example, finance is an industry, but you don't want to compete in general finance because finance has so many topics underneath it, as you can imagine. Investing and personal finance and corporate finance and this and that and a million other things. What you want to do is what's called niche down. So it's like you pick this big niche. Niche that has a lot of volume, and then you keep on narrowing down, and some niches can be so big that you can niche down twice. But let me just give you a simple example here. So finance, investing, stocks, penny stocks, because finance is so large. Likewise, you could do health and fitness, weight loss, and then you could say weight loss through keto, and then you could say even keto for busy professionals. I don't know if you could niche down that much, but that's the point I'm trying to get to. And once you have a couple of ideas down for what you think you could do, now it's time to test if there is actually any market demand for this. Because what you don't want to do is go into an industry where there's zero demand. Because if you do that, then that's also bad. Just like I said, you don't want to go into an industry that's so huge at the general level that you just get washed out by all the big players. No, but at the same time, you don't want to go into an industry and a niche so narrow that there's literally not enough people there to buy your product. There's literally not enough interest in the products that you're going to be pitching, and there's not enough breadth for the variety of products you can get within that. Like I was showing you in the other video with marketing automation, there are a lot of different tools that can fit that niche of marketing automation. It's not just there's just one product. So let me show you a couple of ways you can start to validate and get a sense if the niche you're choosing could make sense. So the first thing you want to do is use a tool called Google Trends. It's completely free and offered by Google. So you can just go to Google Trends here. And what you want to do is just start searching for your industry and niche and sub niches just to see where that ends up and if there's enough demand for that. Say, for example, we talked about penny stocks. We already know that investing is a huge topic. It's anecdotal. Everybody knows that. Finance is a huge topic. Investing is a huge topic. Stocks is a huge topic. We know this. But what about if you were going to do specifically penny stocks? Let's find out. So you see a topic called penny stocks. You can go in here, you can choose search term and you can choose topic. And this is set to United States, but you could set this to global depending on where you're doing your marketing and all of that. And that's one of the great things about digital products. But you could set it regionally too if that's the kind of thing you're trying to do. But let's just set it to worldwide here. And you can see that, oh, look, there was a bit of an influx here. This is interesting because there's a steady amount of demand here. You know, there's interest here. It's not too much. And then you can see that it spiked and it's coming back down. This is just a quick gut check. What you don't want to see is just no activity, right? Like there's nothing here or there's just gaps. And you don't want to do that because that's going to be a really quick indicator that this is not a good topic or there's just not enough search volume. So let's go back to another one. Let's just say we're doing fitness, weight loss, and ketogenic diet. And so you can see, you type ketogenic diet, you can set this to 5 years or 12 months. You can see, oh, look, this has a steady amount of rising demand. This is interesting. And you can start to see which regions, you can see specific queries and all kinds of things. So this is really just your quick gut check to see. And another thing I recommend you do is just look at it more anecdotally just to see. Like now we could also go into YouTube and type ketogenic diet and just take a look. Are there people actually creating content? Well, clearly, like look at the amount of content around this topic. So clearly there's a lot of volume. You can see this person got 236 views, hundreds of thousands of views. So that's just a quick gut check to see if there's enough volume for this. Now, I just want to say that just because you might not see any videos here, that might not be always a bad thing because maybe you find a topic that's trending like crazy on Google but doesn't have any videos on YouTube yet, then that might be a golden opportunity for you to dominate that because you know their search volume on Google. That means people want it. But no one has made videos about this yet. And that's an example, right? So it could be articles, could be videos, could be TikTok, could be Instagram. So I'm not saying you have to use YouTube, but I'm just giving you an example here. The point being is that you might find that golden situation where there's high demand and not enough content, and you hit that nail on the head and you take off. But really, don't worry too much about finding that golden opportunity, that unicorn situation. Honestly, it's going to be very seldom to find. What's more likely is you're better off starting, and then as you learn more about it, you might find your own little sub niche. You start with keto and you might find out that it turns out it's a lot of stay-at-home moms that are watching your content, and naturally you fall into a little subcategory. So don't worry too much about finding this super specific golden opportunity. And finally, people always ask this question: what are the best niches? And again, I want to stress there's no such thing, because it really depends on what you're good at. The best niche, if you know nothing about it, it's irrelevant. However, if I had to generalize and you're willing to put in the work, or you really don't have any skills and you just want to learn and you want to pick an industry and just learn everything there is to know about it, and you'll do the work to get there, that's fine. I'll give you a bit of a shortcut generally. And again, this is not to say other niches can't work and other industries can't work, but generally some of the top performing niches and industries are these. You help people find love, you help people make money, and you help people feel good or look healthy. So love, money, health. Those tap into really, really base human emotions. Now, I would add entertainment as a fourth one, but I find that gains are never as good as pains. And let me just explain that to you. I talked about it a little bit earlier, but people are more motivated by reducing pain than they are gaining something. So for example, someone who's lonely is way more motivated to fill that void and find somebody, or someone who's really unhappy with the way they look is really motivated to take that ugly feeling away from them and get into shape. Or someone who really has no money and they're in a financial crisis, they're way more motivated to get out of that situation than the person who's like, hey, I'm doing really well financially. Oh, do you want to make like 10% more money? Or the person who's really in great shape already and you're trying to sell them on something that's going to take them a little further. And so likewise, entertainment products are like nice to haves by nature. They're not must haves. Like, I do not want to be lonely. I don't want to feel bad about myself. I don't want to be broke. I need money to pay my bills. Those are two very different conversations than, hey, I need to see this new TV show or get this new video game, right? Those are very different. So that's why I mentioned that those three are some of the most powerful. But again, it does not have to be those three. So hopefully you're better equipped to figure out what's an affiliate marketing niche that's going to work for you specifically. And this is a really important topic, because once you've figured out your industry and your niche, now you're ready to find a high performing affiliate product. And that's exactly the next topic we're going to cover in the series. So check the description down below for that video, along with all of the other videos in the series. And if you want a little bit more help to get started and to really accelerate your results, I recommend Dave Sharp's 15-day business builder challenge, where he's going to walk you through everything step by step on how to create a successful affiliate marketing business in under 15 days. So every day has a high quality lesson, and you can even get free one-on-one help. And I'll drop a link in the description below where you can hear about what I personally got out of the course and what you can expect should you want to check it out. And if you found this video helpful, I would sincerely appreciate a like. Subscribe to the channel for more great content just like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.